It's gravel pit. I don't ever remember the railroad, but I do remember the roadbed. And you could, when I was a young lad, you could see some of the rotted ties yet in there. But the railroad spur as such was gone before my time.
You said something about a cave up there, where they, or something with it.
Oh, it probably was up around Redwood. There is one up there, or was if they haven't filled it in. Going over towards Millside Lake, just out of Redwood. There's, probably a mile out of Redwood. What they call Cottage Hill. And it got its name, they tell me, from the fact that years ago there used to be a milk plant or a cheese factory in there where they made cottage cheese and stored it back in there. It's an old mine shaft is what it is, from George Parish's time. I don't know whether you've ever read any of the history of George Parish, but he had a lot of mines up in there. And between, I think it's Rossi and Oxbow, there's a building or a tower that looks like what I have seen pictures of the old stone smelters. It's over in the field. It's been restored if it is. I have no idea what it is, but that's what it looks like. But I started back in there, the year that Floyd Collins, you don't remember that probably, went down in the mine shaft in Kentucky and was trapped in there. So that's back 1925. I'm dating myself now. And I went back about 50 feet. I said, this is not for me. So I went out. But then the opening, I could walk in it, but there was a little opening about 2 feet high, and that was enough of that. I wasn't about to go back in there. But it did. It went back, way back under the hill. And, of course, that's what Parishville is named after, and all that.
Well, could you take me back in there sometime?
Oh, heavens, you don't need to be taken back. It's just as the other side of Redwood, just as you're going out of Redwood, the street goes about the last street out. It's about a mile over there. You go down that hill, and it's right under the hill. It's called Cottage Hill. And it's a hardtop road.
Towards Watertown.
Yeah, you go out of Redwood towards Watertown, and then turn left as you're leaving Redwood. I don't know what the name of the street is. Probably the last street out.
That's before you get to the road that goes off to the lake there. There's an S-turn the other side of Redwood, and then there's a road that goes off to a...
Yeah, well, that's before you go out of Redwood at all.
Yeah.
Right at the edge of Redwood. It's just looks like a village street, and it goes over, and unless they've changed it, I haven't been over there in years. I worked on a farm up there when I was a kid. Oh, I say kid, I was 20, 21. And that's what it was then. And at that time, but I don't think you could find them now, I couldn't. At that time, there was what was claimed to be piles of ruble and stuff, and more mine shafts. But a fellow told me then, he said, there's nobody old enough now to ever remember when they were run. Apparently they were run, well, that was 1925, I'd say quite a while before the Civil War. And they used to mold their own bullets for fighting along the border and so forth.